Hello, my name is Karina and I'm an Amazon FBA seller and I lost $4,735 and I'm not upset and I will tell you why. Amazon FBA is still amazing and I'm still launching a plethora of successful products, but let me break it down why this doesn't bother me at all. At the end of the video, if you stick around, I am going to tell you the #1 way you can spot a market that is going to do exactly this, because I want to prevent you from doing this. So make sure you stay till the end to see how not to end up in this situation. And before we move on to the rest of this video where I break everything down, I break down how I got this number, how I lost this number, subscribe to my channel if you don't want to lose this amount of money, and also subscribe to my channel if you want to make a lot of money, because I post daily videos. So let's actually break down this number and why it went south when I thought this was actually going to make me a profit of $30,000 a month. Amazon FBA is always changing, literally on a weekly and monthly basis, and sometimes this type of thing happens. However, I want to tell you that this does not happen as often as the opposite, which is an increase of sales and an increase of successful products, which I teach people how to do every single day in my Amazon FBA course, where people find successful products and make them work. However, there are markets that continue to change, and not only the product markets, but Amazon's terms of service and the way things are done initially. So let me give you the breakdown for this specific product. To source it, it was around $5, and then shipping was around $3. So that's a total of $8 per unit that cost to land at the warehouse. So the reason why I even went into this product is that nobody had a bundle like I did, and I was one of the first people to create an overall bundle, which of course I teach in my course how to do. And the thing about this, I first started out with 300 units because that is the way I teach it in my course, is low risk investments. If you want more information, the link is below. So as I predicted, everything went really well. I organically sold out of my first 300 units without doing any giveaways, without spending a lot of money on any launch services or giving away free units. And if you want to know how to do that, of course, I cover that exactly in my course, and that's how I teach people to launch products, is with low risk to spend the least money possible and to get the most results possible. And actually, it went all according to plan. I sold out of these 300 units. However, there was a issue right here. This particular product was a very unique way of manufacturing it in China, and it was affected by seasons. So there was a lot of rain during that time, and the product actually got ruined, and they had to wait a long time. The lead time actually increased 3 times as long. So that is why I went out of stock. I was not planning to go out of stock, and I thought that I could reorder in time, but I did not know that this weather situation would happen and that basically all factories had the same issues. So that was a huge burden. So to get this product in took 3 times as long, and by the time I got in, the market had completely changed. And although I was on page 1 and selling out completely, I was not able to replicate that, because by the time I got in, everybody else was already taking a share of that market, right? I probably got in 2 months later, which is super late, and I literally never do that. But I thought that, you know, even with weather circumstances, that in the delayed time, that it could still do well. And by that time, I have already placed a large bulk order at a discount, so there was nothing I could do to get that back. I already paid the payment, right? And I really thought it was gonna go well, but I did not foresee these circumstances, and unfortunately I did lose that sum of money. I'm still selling out of the remaining units I have using other strategies and slowly liquidating the product, so I will be getting a large portion of this money back. However, it is quite unfortunate that that happened, because it would have been a strong market. But hey, with things like this, it could potentially happen. So how do you prevent these type of things? What you want to do is study the whole market and really continue to launch products, because you never know if this happens. And in this case, if this was my first product and this happened, I knew it worked, right? I had these 300 units under my belt that I actually made a profit from, but I did not foresee any of this happening. And sometimes that might happen. Maybe there is a problem with shipping, maybe there is other circumstances that arise, and maybe the market just completely changes and dies down. But that's okay, because that's a part of entrepreneurship. That is part of the business model. What you need to know is have certain strategies in place and knowing that this actually works. And I knew that this wasn't an issue on any of my part. The only thing I did wrong is I probably should not have placed a secondary large bulk order, but like I said, I did not foresee these weather circumstances and the extremely delayed lead time, and I did not anticipate the market changing so much. But when you are consistent and you are launching and you are selling, then you constantly are observing the market, and if you don't run out of stock, you will still be up there and you will still be getting sales. But that's okay. I'm not even slightly discouraged, because as you know, I am constantly scaling. I'm constantly releasing new products every single month. So I know that this is just the tiniest hurdle in the, I don't even think about it. Actually, what am I saying, hurdle? I literally don't even think about this anymore. I don't even care, because I have literally launched like 3 products since this has happened. So I don't care. But what I wanted to tell you, I was saying that I was going to let you know the one sure way to know that a market is not going to do well, so you prevent certain things like this happening, and that is a market that everyone else is selling the exact same thing, even if it's the exact same bundle. You hear that bundling is correct and you should do it, but if everyone else also has the same bundle, then that is an issue, because that is a signal for an oversaturated market. Or if it's not yet oversaturated, trust me, it will be in a few weeks, because FBA sellers, the ones that are not doing it the way we are doing it, are looking for an easy way out, and it's going to eventually, all the listings are going to look exactly the same. So you don't want to do that. So what do you want to do? You want to find products the correct way, and you want to do this the right way. And if you want more information, here is a video that will give you that. And if you want more personal help from me, all the links are down below, and I will see you in my next video.